So, this is my friend Suman. He is a student at the University of the Pacific, and he's going to talk to us about how his life has changed due to COVID. So, Suman, how exactly has your social life been impacted by COVID-19?
Well, for sure, I haven't been hanging out with friends as much. I've been mostly staying. I've been staying at home a lot more than usual, obviously, because you can't go out as much.
Mm.
So, say before I would hang out with my friends, say once a week maybe. Now it's come down to once a month at most. And besides that, being it's just outside of school. Yeah, that's it.
Right. Well, regarding school, how do you think that has changed as a response to the pandemic?
Definitely can't hang out with classmates and friends inside of class now. It's kind of just like harder to make friends even inside of class because now you're in a Zoom call and all you can hear is a teacher. You can't really interact with your friends. And besides that, with work, I stopped once the virus really rose up in the beginning. I didn't work as much because of all the seriousness of the situation. But now that things have they haven't slowed down, but we've gotten more used to it. It's kind of just you have to work around it, and so I've been working a lot more in the past few months.
Yeah, so there's policies on how to handle it. And
Yeah,
stuff.
exactly. So we just do with my work. I work at a restaurant, so we just have to be very sanitary with everything. Use gloves, use masks, keep changing gloves, keep washing hands, everything like that.
Right. So, how would you say that your family and friend relationships have changed? How has your relationships with the people around you been affected by this?
I mean, I've definitely spent a lot more time with family at home than before because I'm home so often. And just besides that, before maybe I'd be out of the house more, so it'd be hard to interact with my family. But now I just spend a lot more time with them. With friends, I would say I still have a good contact with them because I go on calls with them and play games with them online and stuff. But besides that, just not being able to interact with them in person as much, I'd say it hasn't been so good for not relationship, but it would be a lot better if we could see each other in person.
Yeah, it's not as close as compared to how it used to be.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess for our last question, overall, to you personally, has this pandemic overall been positive, negative, neutral, or what have you to the quality of life in general?
I mean, there's been both positive and negative aspects. For me, I don't mind staying at home as much. That's just me personally. So it hasn't been terrible. I've heard people say oh, I feel like I'm trapped. But for me, it's not that bad. Obviously, I miss some parts going out and just not having to worry so much about this pandemic. But in general, there's positive aspects, spending more time with family, being able to focus on other things. I've been exercising even more now that I'm home. And so of course, the negative aspects are you can't see your friends as much. You can't work as much for some people. Some people have been affected with their jobs. But I would say overall, there's both positive and negative aspects from this situation.
Right. Well, I appreciate your time for this. Thank you for letting me interview you. And I think that'll be it. Thank you very much.
No problem.